Let's take a moment to relax ourselves, to get the most out of this meditation. Close your eyes and notice your breathing. Notice how you breathe in very gently and your whole body minutely moves. And as you breathe out again, you're feeling more light and more spacious. Breathe in and feel the back of your ribcage gently flex. Your shoulders lift a tiny amount, and on the out-breath, you're even more relaxed, more at peace. Keep on breathing in and out at a pace that's totally natural. And as you breathe, allow your muscles to relax, to give up their load of supporting you, so that whether you're sitting or lying down, you fall deeper against what's supporting you. Soon the only motion is that soft breath in and out. And in your forehead, that busy little speck that thinks is slowing down. Everything becomes relaxed. Continuing with your breathing, your eyes closed, your muscles relaxed every time you notice one of them. Imagine now you're outside on some moorland, and you've walked a long way on your own. You can't see another person in the landscape. It's the afternoon and you feel completely safe and relaxed, as if you have all the time in the world to explore. You're conscious that your life, that web of events and emotions, the large trailing history and the elusive thread-like future are all with you at this moment. It's like you are a tugboat pulling along a far larger entourage. So if you draw to a stop now on the moorland, allow your feet to rest in place on the grass. Also drawing to a stop are all the surrounding elements of your life. Of that big entourage, you are at the center, like an anchor point. You in this current moment are the needle piercing the many folds of that cloth. Take a moment on this moorland to breathe in the fresh air, to stand still as the breeze passes by you. Try and listen inside yourself. Scan your emotions. Where are you at? And where have the last few days left you emotionally and mentally? Before you, there's a dome-like structure of living willow strands. Willow that's been planted criss-crossways, so the strands diamond over themselves. They form close-knit walls of long, straight twigs as wide as your finger. This structure before you is a labyrinth that you've heard of, which in fact you came in search of on the moorlands. All you know of it is that it's mysterious. It's not clear who first created it, but it's known that it does have the potential to bring great clarity, healing, and change into your life. As you face this structure made of living willow, a mist has slowly formed over the moorland at its back. It's one of those mists that lies like a half-materialized blanket. When you look down, it makes your knees a little hazy, and there is moisture on your sleeves. There's a way into this wicker structure, one entrance. An opening arched at the top and tall enough for a human to stand easily within. And as you get nearer to it, you realize this structure is big, stretching away from side to side of you. We're going to go in. Let's set an intention for this walk. Is there one thing you'd like clarity on in your life at this moment, more understanding about? Choose something in the next few moments while the music plays. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, how mundane or how weighty. Choose now in the next few moments, because after that we'll begin walking in. The willow branches reach up and over you, an ongoing archway that rustles gently as you brush against its young, soft leaves. The light in here is tinged an apple green and much more bountiful than you imagined from outside when you first looked in. In here, you feel safe, enclosed. Your feet are padding the ground gently. You can hear the light murmur of wind coming through the willow, and somewhere that skylark singing. The walls are curving you around to the left in a circle, so you're moving anti-clockwise. As you follow this circle round to the left, the willow on that side lets you feel a wonderful warmth coming between it, a sense of golden light beyond the willow strands. Perhaps even there's a smell reaching you from the left that makes you think of exotic places, of freedom. That goldenness may even strobe outwards between the stalks, catching in the low mist, so you can pass your fingers through it. You're seeing it because of that mist that seeped in from outside, that's come with you. So be aware now what you're bringing into this labyrinth. For the next few moments as we walk anti-clockwise, so close to that golden, wonderful feeling beyond the left wall, think again about the issue you chose to get clarity upon. As you walk, be grateful for this current moment, where we have the space to explore who we are and this issue we've brought in. Think about the item you've chosen and what your emotions and responses are that don't help that issue. What does it trigger in you that you don't like about it, about yourself? Think as well what that issue does for you that's helpful, that's good, how it moves you on. What does it trigger in you that you do like and that you want more of in life? going into a labyrinth, we want to be balanced. We want to be fair to ourselves. So as you walk this pathway, act like a balance, a set of scales. With each step, examine your feelings about the issue you've chosen and ensure the scales are overall level, that you're bringing in a fair assessment of the different sides to this issue. You turn to the right. Very suddenly, the walls take you 180 degrees, so now you're still following a wide circle pathway, but it's going clockwise, and it's taking you further away from that area of golden light. You sense wind blowing into the corridor, breezes coming from the left, the cooler breeze from the outside world, the world of inputs we can't control, the outer world of resources and problems, aspirations and fears is now on your left, and its coolness may make your skin rise up with goose pimples. But through the wicker on your right, there's a faint sense of that goldenness we were just feeling, exciting and mysterious. Every cell of your body is straining towards it. So in this path you're walking now, as it circles to the right clockwise, with these different inputs coming in, mix them inside yourself. Mix the cooler inputs from outside about the issue you've brought in, your doubts and fears that have arisen, your dreams and goals that fired you up as well. Mix all that with the sense of goldenness coming from the right, a powerful sense of not being alone in this, of being heard. While you're balancing left and right, inner and outer, be aware of the sun overhead too, reminding us of the miracle of being in existence on this earth, under this sky at this time. Enjoy walking this passageway, mixing and weaving the energies. Now you're turned abruptly to the left again, 180 degrees, a U-turn forced by the walls. They twist you and then leave you in an even larger circular pathway of willow. Now we are going anti-clockwise again, the largest circle of all around to your left. This pathway is closest to the outside. The breeze that comes through the willow to your right is pronounced, and so is the mist that snakes through, making curious patterns in the air that spiral into clearness as you pass. Here you'll feel furthest from that golden glow and most aware of the outside world. But your job in this pathway is to close the circle your magic is making. You're walking a perimeter rather like a sentry, and you're in dialogue, in control of what's coming in from outside. So here, be vigilant as ideas about the issue you're focusing upon leak in through the willow. Only allow in and take with you what's positive, allowing good thoughts, good ideas. Note what you've done well so far regarding this issue, how others have helped you, where future help could be sought. But when you walk forwards and find that doubts and fears are stealing in to stow away inside you, although they mean well and seek to protect you, push those firmly back to the outside through the willow. Push the mist back, consciously repel them so they aren't inside this structure. Take a few moments doing this as you walk round. Our last turn is much wider than the ones before, curving us round to the left and also taking us forwards through those willow walls to a wider enclosure, to the center. Suddenly the open skies overhead, the willow walls pull back, and we can see in this sense of space that the center of the labyrinth has the source of all that golden warmth we felt on our way in, which tingles in every cell with deep memories of safety from long ago, of the company of people and beings who resonate with happiness and love. The goldenness in this center holds love, excitement, timelessness, no judgment. It's something you remember from long ago that you hope one day we will recover. It resonates with peace. Now, as to what that gold is coming from at the center of this labyrinth, what form does your mind provide for this? What's the most fitting symbol from your life that can resonate in the same way? Perhaps a tree or bush of some kind, maybe a picnic laid out on a rug. Maybe certain happy people gathered who you've not seen in a while. It could be something involving fire or water or air. There is no limit because this is coming from your imagination. And as you connect with the golden peace and warmth, take it to where it's most needed inside you, to where it needs to go in your life. Let yourself surrender to what the labyrinth provides in here, peace and delight. Let the wind find you, as light as a feather. You're almost weightless. It can pick you up and hold you easily. And it's going to take you now away. Let it hold you as you're blown away. Let yourself find where your body is waiting. Find where it is. Position yourself over it. Mental body above the physical. And let's let ourselves pour back into it like cool sand. So with each breath in, feel how your chest moves. Imagine your consciousness is pooling in, pouring gently all the way down to your feet. Breathing in, fill all the way up to your knees. And breathe in so that weight comes to fill your thighs and your hips. We'll breathe in again and let ourselves return, filling the chest, going down the arms to the fingertips, filling all the way up to the elbows, up to the shoulders. And now we'll breathe in and let the sand come into our head, filling all of it, bringing back that little pointed thing so it sits between the eyes. Try wiggling your fingers and toes. And when you feel you are completely back, open up your eyes.